Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It is week number 12. Really looking forward to this one. It's talking all about warm-up, and it's talking all about how we can use our warm-up and also our practice to be able to play better golf. So it's not just talking about what we're doing on the driving range, it's talking about how we can warm up for the driving range to then be able to go out on the golf course. And maybe we'll do a separate video here where we talk about you're in a bit of a tight rush to get to the first tee and kind of how we can just make sure we're somewhat physically prepared to be able to play the best golf. So let me just start by saying, first off, thank you for joining the channel. Thank you for coming. Thank you for looking at the videos. Please do go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. We hope you get some great content out of this. Okay, I hope we can learn something and obviously make your practice better out on the golf course. When we talk about warming up, we're not just talking about what's happening on the driving range with our clubs, we're talking about our physical body as well. We've got to make sure that we're warm and ready physically to be able to go to the driving range to hit some golf balls and then be able to go out on the golf course. And it's a bit of a process, I do understand that, but we're also trying to make sure that A, we don't get injured, and B, we can actually play and perform our best on the golf course. Nobody likes to go on the golf course and play bad. It's not a great feeling, so we want to make sure that we're giving ourselves the best opportunities to do that. And that's what we're aiming for on this video. So I've got 6 golf balls here, but I'm going to hit a few shots, but I'm also going to talk about what we're looking for from a physical standpoint. Okay, now we want to make sure that we're warming up the body, so we would always talk about a few major areas. We're talking about the hips, we're talking about the thoracic spine, we're talking about the shoulders. We can talk about the neck, the wrists, and the ankles as well, so we're never kind of ignoring one thing. Easiest thing we can do is start from the ground up when we do a warm-up. What we can do, use a wall here, you can be on the driving range, you can even use your club. Simply raise the foot off the floor, make circles, go 10 one way, 10 the other way. As soon as we've done that, switch it over, 10 one way, 10 the other way. Big fan of just getting these mobile joints moving in certain ranges of motion, opening them up. As soon as we've worked from the ankle, we're going to go up to the knee, up to the hip, past the knee, up to the hip. Simple things we can do here. We can do a linear leg swing where we're forwards and back. We're going to start to warm up the front and the back of the hip. So kind of hip flexors, hamstrings, just open them out. From here, if I was facing the wall, for example, we can do a lateral leg swing. So we can go more kind of across the body and we can go inside of the thigh, outside of the hip. And I'll be doing 10 reps of each of these on each leg, okay? As soon as we're done with the hips, we're gonna move up to the thoracic spine. We're gonna take a club. I've got a simple 56 degree here, and we're just gonna work the thoracic spine, okay? So we're rotating round and back. I'm doing some dominant, non-dominant work here, just making sure my thoracic spine is warming up. I'll do 10 reps on each side. As soon as I've done that, I like to go to the non-dominant side first. So I'm gonna load up, and I'm going to come through. Load up, come through. 10 reps on each side, perfect. As soon as we're done here, dominant side, 10 reps. Just feel my body start to work. Rotate, come through, 10 reps on each side. Now I'll move to the shoulders, okay? We've worked ankles, hips, thoracic spine, shoulders. Simply 10 forwards, 10 back. As soon as we've done circles, I like to do some abduction, adduction. Just forwards and back. As soon as I've done that, shoulders will feel looser. Wrists, rotate, 10 one way, 10 the other way. And finally, chin tucked, rotate round and back. Okay, maybe 5 to 10 reps on the neck circles. Obviously, I don't want you being dizzy. As soon as we've done this, we've worked on the rotation centers, ankles, hips, thoracic spine, shoulders, wrist, and neck. Everything's going to feel a little bit, I'm going to say, quote unquote, looser. Once we've done something physical to kind of warm up, there is probably more of an extensive warm up we could talk about. We're talking something for 5 minutes. But once we've warmed up here, this is probably my personal preference. I would always start with a shorter wedge, and I will work on just kind of letting the club interact with the ground. Okay, and what I mean by that is my wedge is going to interact with the ground. The last thing I want it doing, if you can hear this, I'm just brushing the turf. I'm trying to get the club to interact with the ground. I want to feel the club interact with the ground. I'll do some with my right hand. I'll do some with my left hand. and I just want to feel the club interact with the ground. And I'll do the same thing with my wedges when I'm hitting some shots. I'll just get my normal setup, just hit some simple shots, letting the ball come off the ground, club interact with the ground, and just pitch them up. And the reason why I do this is I simply like to see how my club is interacting with the ground. Just from like a mental preparation. I can see, clipping the ball first, nice and shallow divot, just clipping it off the surface, feel the club interact with the ground. As soon as I've done this, I'll go through maybe 56, 52, or 54, 50. I'll go to a pitching wedge, 8 iron, 6 iron, 4 iron, and up. But for this video, I've done my 56, I've got a 7 iron here. Okay, so with my 7 iron, I'll just then be working up my bag, and I'm just hitting a few shots just to warm up. I'm here, just feel the club interact with the ground. Just a few nice contacts, making sure that the club is interacting with the ground properly. As soon as I've done that, let's say I've gone 56, pitching wedge, I've gone 8 iron, I've gone 6 iron, 4 iron, I've got up, and now I can hit my driver. And as soon as I've done that, I've got my driver out, I can hit a few shots with my driver. As soon as I've hit a few shots with my driver and I feel quote unquote warm, I've probably hit maybe, I'm gonna say 20 to 30 balls at this point. Okay, I've hit a few with my 56, I've hit a few with my 50, a few with my pitching wedge, 8 iron, 6 iron, 4 iron, and then maybe a 2 iron, 3 wood, or a driver. Okay, I've hit maybe 6 clubs, I've hit 3 balls with each, 4 balls with each, and I feel warm. Now all of a sudden I can start to go into what I would consider quote unquote practice. Okay, that was all a warm-up. All right, if I go to the driving range and I buy a basket of 60 to 100 golf balls, 20 or 30 of them were a warm-up. I wasn't looking at, did I process anything effectively? I'm not looking at, was the strike perfect every single time? I'm wanting that, but it might not be. And finally, do I just feel ready to hit some golf balls properly and quote unquote play golf on the range? If I haven't done that properly and warmed up effectively, I'm probably just going to be beating golf balls on the driving range and not really getting a whole lot out of it. So for this video, I really want to just highlight, if we're going to go to the driving range and practice, let's make sure we're warming up properly, not using all of the golf balls for what I would consider raking. I talked about this in the previous video where golfers will simply hit a shot and then immediately they'll just rake the next golf ball in and hit a shot, rake the next golf ball in, hit a shot, and just rinse and repeat for 40 minutes to an hour and think it's practice. And so what I really want you to get out of this video, if anything, is take 20 or 30 golf balls, work up through your golf bag, hitting some shots, just to warm up, feel the club interacting with the ground, and then getting ready to play some golf. So once we've gone through our 20 to 30 golf balls, built up through the bag, we would be in a position where we're saying, yep, feel warm, feel ready, let's start to practice effectively. Okay, so take those 20 or 30 golf balls, warm up, get the ball, get the club interacting with the ground, get the ball turf contact, feel good, feel warm, and then start to run through your practice. And we talked about this a little bit last week where we're maybe processing something. We might be learning something in our golf swing. So we're really trying to feel what it is that we're trying to do in our golf swing to then be able to step into a shot and hit it. Okay, so if you're working on anything in your golf swing at the minute, take those moments just after each shot. Okay, didn't feel like I did that quite right. It didn't give me the desired outcome that I wanted. Let's step back, let's reassess. I've got my driver here. I'm trying to work on just getting set up and just this is me right now. I'm feeling at the minute that I'm very tilted back. Okay, I'm trying to get my lead shoulder higher than my trail shoulder a little bit at the moment, trying to feel like my head is up. This is something that I'm working on as well. My chin is more up, not down. And so from here, once my chin is up and my left shoulder is higher than my right, I can really get a better turn behind the golf ball and make a swing. And so for me right now, standing behind here, what's my target through there? I'm going to go ahead and get set up. Just really feel like I'm set up effectively. As soon as I've got my position, check my target, and then go. And I can look at and be like, oh, yeah, perfect. That's exactly the outcome I wanted. Now I can kind of step back, process it a little bit, cool, get my tea, set up for the next one, and run that process again. And the more processes I can do, the better I'm going to be. So make sure we're doing something slightly physical before we hit golf balls, just to make sure that the rotation centers, say the ankle, the hip, thoracic spine, shoulder, wrist, and neck are all moving well. Obviously, there's extra work that you could be doing if you've been given something to do as a program. Once you've done that, start to work up through your bag with the wedges into your 8 irons, 6 irons, 4 irons, 2 iron, 3 wood drivers. Once you've hit maybe 20, 30 golf balls and you feel warm and you're ready, then start to work on your practice and obviously processing every single shot that you can. It's going to leave you very well prepared for when you get out on the golf course next time. Folks, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back next week with another video. Take care.